Hello fellow surfers, welcome to Flavour Tasters, the food and beverage review channel and all things relating to food, beverage, health, yada yada. Now I don't think this is the price that I paid. So I've got here under Asda, it's £1.60 currently for this, and on here it is saying £2.40 or such. Now personally I would not be paying £2 as it says here. I would not be paying £2 for this. Absolutely. As you can see there, hopefully you can see, it is nothing real of substance. Like, don't get me wrong, the potatoes smell nice. A little bit of a gravy kind of smell, but I'm getting more of the potato from it. It's still very hot. It's been in the microwave, as you can see, but yeah. We'll see if that works out for the thumbnail. Anyway, so I'm going to have to move in a little bit of a little bit. This is still so some the potato and the mince and such, so you're blowing it because it's still boiling. Don't want to burn your mouth. You want to avoid any harm, obviously, so make sure, and if you need to, it's cool at the top. If you want to do it like that, you can, but potato texture, I'm not really a fan of it. The texture, it's still a little bit hard. You would expect it to be, like this, really. However, you would want it to be a little bit more soft, or soft in the middle, crispy on the ends, maybe, but the gravy's the flavour more predominant. The potato is more the texture, light bit of the flavour, but the potato is more the aroma than the. You can get a bit of the gravy, but it's light in aroma, but the flavour is more predominantly there. Let's try the gravy by itself actually. So hopefully I can say that. Decent. Anyway. Not bad actually. I've got a potato taste there. Bigger chunk of the potato, probably why. It's probably why. Okay, speaking half English at the moment. Just where I'm eating, I don't want my mouth to open up too much, sorry. So I've got the potato taste there. More so because it's probably a bigger chunk of potato. The flavours in the sauce with the potato itself isn't too bad actually. So it does taste nice. However, I would expect the potatoes to have basically taken up the whole of the top and then the sauces, the mince to actually be under it. But it's not bad for the price that it currently is set at in Asda at £1.60. £1.50 would be a perfect price. £1.60 a little bit more on the steep, but it's 10 pence extra. If you're wanting to save pennies, maybe you wouldn't go for this, because it's not like spectacular. For £1.50, I think that would be a perfect price for the flavours, the taste, how much you get. It's not necessarily packed. It looks more packed when you look at it from that angle, but yeah, it's not necessarily packed for a proper good meal. You're not going to get really full. It'll maybe fill a little section of your stomach, but if you're just wanting something that's a quick meal and you're not necessarily trying to get full of a meal because you might have a few meals through a day, if you've not got a big belly as well, maybe if you've got a small belly, you have small meals generally, this will probably do. So I'm going to try and get another one, and it's not bad. £1.60, I would still give it like an 8 out of 10 for flavours for that price. £2 would be a rip-off. I think if you're paying anything over over £1.75, I think that would be steep, £1.75. But I could still see people buying this at £1.75. Anything more than that, it's a rip-off. Yeah. However, at £1.60, that's a really good price. Nice, rich, creamy flavour. Decent flavours from the mince, the veg, the potatoes, and such. So yeah, at £1.60, can't really complain. Other than I would prefer it to be like £1.50 just straight up. And I think that would be perfect price, would be a 10 pretty much for a microwave meal I'm talking about. Obviously not that it would be great. You know, for £1.50 you can essentially buy a few vegetables yourself if you were on like a short price. You know what I mean? You don't have a lot of money. You could still buy some non-organic vegetables and have a bit of a decent meal. Maybe it's not with the actual sauce of the gravy and stuff, just vegetables boiled up and eat it. And you still be having loads of money left if you're on a strict budget. But if you're not on a strict budget, I don't think you would probably buy this for £1.50. I think most people, if you've got a decent amount of money, you buy some decent proper food anyway. So £1.50 is you probably would go to this if you're somewhere in between a strict budget and not too bad off. So the texture of the potato, not necessarily spectacular in all of them. Still a little bit of a stiffness when you're biting through, tiny bit. But the flavours are nice. Can't really complain for the flavours. And again, just the price. Maybe it's a little bit cheaper than that. It would be outstanding. I can see people buying this like frequently if it was cheaper than £1.50. £1.50, I can see it like, yeah, that's an alright price. Well worth, you know, £1.50. Tastes nice. You're getting your money's worth, yeah. But under that, I can see people going to it frequently. So for a £1.50, 8 out of 10. £1.60, sorry. For £1.60, 8 out of 10. Maybe it's at £1.50, about 10 out of 10 for a microwave meal. Now I'm talking about for a small meal. When you're typically going, yeah, it's a microwave meal, it does the job. But for for a lot of value, decent meal for the price. I would probably say you're looking at about £1.25, maybe it's £1.30. Anything cheaper than that, like, it's a steal. You know what I mean? Anything less than £1.25 is a steal. If you can get this cheaper than that, like £1, get it. Worth it. And again, even at £1.25 to about £1.40 is really decent pricing. But yeah, I would say £1.50, £1.50, go to the shop. No, I feel like buying it. It's not going to put you off for £1.50. You might think, depending on your pricing and your wallet, your money that you've got aside that you can spend, not really go for it because it's a little stretch. It might be a little bit too much for what you're expecting to spend for what you're getting. However, yeah, £1.50 would be a decent price. £1.60, 8 out of 10. Nice flavours, I like it. Decent, not too bad. I would like a bit more potato, but it is what it is. It looked odd, to be honest. It looked a little bit odd with the way it looked when I was cooking it, but when you're eating it, it doesn't matter what it looks like. The flavours are. So, if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell, select all notifications, strike that like, share the content and all of the good stuff. You can leave your views and opinions down in the comment section below. Tell me if you had this before. Do you think the price is decent? Do you think maybe it's a little bit harsh, or do you actually agree with what I'm saying? And yeah, tell me when I see it. Don't forget, share this, and join the community. Let's build up a community together. I'm out. Peace.